language. So when to use nested if-else statements? Just now I learned about if statement, if-else statements. So nested if-else statement, guys, whenever you want to check multiple number of conditions or multiple number of decision, then you can use nested if-else. What nested if-else is? Suppose just now I learned about only single if and single else block, right? There might be a situation where I want to check more than one condition, two conditions, three condition, four condition, five conditions. At that time, if else statement is not enough. If else block is not enough. So at that time I can use nested if else. So what is the need of nested if else? So nested if else statement is used when a program requires more than one test expression. Where more than one test expression. It is also called as multi-way selection. So I want to check if one condition is true. Also, I want to check one more condition is true or false. One more condition is true or false. At that time, I can use nested if else, or you can call if within the if. So let's write the syntax for this. What is the syntax? How can I able to work with the nested if else? So if, so here is expression. If this expression becomes true, now in this case I have to use block. I must have to use block, guys. So again, within this if, I'm trying to create one more condition. So this is expression. So guys, so this is if, this is outer if, this is outer if, this is inner if. Okay, fine. So let me write the here outer if block, and this is inner if block. Fine. So when this inner if block will get executed, so first outer if block brings true, then only control will jump into the body of outer if block. Once outer if block gets executed, then second if block, that is inner if block expression, needs to become true. If this becomes true, then inner if block will execute. Okay, boss. There might be a question in your mind, sir, can we write this outer if, can we write if else in this outer if? Yes, you can write. How can you write? So there you can use if else. This is else block, here else block, and here is else block close. So you can write here statements, else block statement. So inner else block statements, guys. Inner else block statements. You can write a number of statements here as per your requirement. Means this within this outer if, we are trying to write one more if else statements. So when this if else statement, when a control will jump into this inner if else statements, when this expression becomes true, if this expression becomes true, control will jump into inner if else, and if this inner expression becomes, if this inner if becomes true, then only inner if block will execute. Otherwise, if this inner if expression brings false, then else block will execute. What if outer if becomes false? Then we need to write one more else. So here is else block. This else block belongs to outer else. So this is outer else block statements. Okay, boss. Fine, guys. So this is the syntax to work with the nested if else. Now let us see a program. A sample program to work with this nested if else. Sample program to understand nested if else. if else, guys. So let me write this code. Let me copy this code as it is to avoid the wastage of time. And fine. So Alt F, new source file. So guys, closing curly brace. So return 0 and return 0 because my main function return type is integer. So let me use get ch, get the character. I want to make it pause for a while. So guys, I want to write a program. So these programs I want to write for. So write a C program to check. Write a C program to check. We can call greatest of three numbers. Greatest of three numbers. You can write this program in other way also, but wait, I'll go for that solution also. Greatest of three numbers, or you can call highest of three numbers. But the condition is number should not be same. Number should not be same. Keep in mind here guys, the limitation of this logic. Number should not be same. So to take three different values, I need three different variables, right? So first of all, let me create three integer variables. So integer A, I took number 1. Suppose number 1, I'm using variable called number 2, and I'm using variable called number 3. I created three different variables for three different numbers. Now I will ask to the user printf enter first number. Enter first number. Okay guys, so let me give the message here. C program to check. So before going on to write, so let me write here. Let me give the message onto the console printf. So the message is program to check greatest or highest of three numbers. Okay, fine guys. So double quote close. This message will be displayed onto my console window. Now I am asking to the user, please enter first number. So what user has to do? User will enter a number. So once the user enter a number, then what a programmer has to do, or what your program has to do on behalf of the system, on behalf of the software, your program has to read entered a number. A program must and should have to read the entered number and hold into the variable, right? So how can I read that number and hold into the variable? You can use scanf. So here is scanf. I'm using a scanf function to read the input values. So what do you want to read? I want to read a number. So to read a number and hold into variables. So to read a number, I have to use address operator, or you can call ampersand. Ampersand symbol is also called as address operator. So address of whom? Address of a memory location where you want to store the value into the memory. So first number I want to store into NO1 variable. So what should I do? So use address operator and hold into NO1. So this ampersand NO1 points to the address of NO1 variable address, and that value of type. What is the value you want to keep? I want to keep of type. I want to read a type of value integer. So what is the format specifier for integer? %d. So guys, I read here first number. So read first number and hold value into NO1 variable. Similarly, I want to read second value. So what should I do? Simply you need to write one more printf enter second number. I will ask to the user, please enter second number. So I will use here /n. So here enter second number. Okay, fine. So what should I do? I need to change the variable. So here is second variable. So here is NO2. Now I want to read in a similar fashion. I want to read third, I want to read third. So I need to ask to the user, please enter third number. Please enter third number. So I'll change the variable name number 3 %d, and I will change the current. So here is third number, and variable name is number 3, no3. Okay guys, now I read three values. I read three values from the user, right? So what should I do after reading all three values? Now I need to write the logic. So I need to write the logic. What the logic? To find highest of three number or greatest of three number. So let's write the logic to write the to find the highest of three number. So here I'm going to use nested if else, nested if. So let me see later on. So guys, so here is my if. First of all, let me check if a what is the variable name? Number 1, right? First let me check number 1 is greater than number 2. Number 1 is greater than number 2. Okay, so what should I do? Means absolutely, if number 1 is greater than number 2, means number 1 is greater or number 1 is highest. So then let me check here. Also let me check here. I want to print a message, printf. The message is number 1 is highest. That is I can say here that is so %d. I want to print that number, comma no1. But to check number 1 is highest, I need to compare with number 3 also. Here I checked with only number 1. Sorry, no, here I check number 1 with number 2. So what should I do? I need to check with number 3 also. So I can use here if. I can use one more if. If number 1 is also greater than number 3. Number 3. Then only we have to show this message. Then only we have to show this message, guys. So as I said to you, if there is a single statement, need not write opening closing curly, but to avoid confusion, I am writing here opening closing curly for your sake. For your sake, guys. Okay, fine. So this is about if, one if. So let us go for else. The question I might again, one more question, guys. One more question. Sir, can we write if else block within this else, within this outer else? Yes, you can write, guys. You can write. Here also you can write. Here also you can write again nested if else. Nested if else. Fine. Here also you can write nested if else. So guys, go to program, and here within the else block, so I'm jumping into else block, outer else. So if else, so here let me write here. Now here is my else block, and let me write the code. So guys, here I made a statement, number 1 is highest. So what if this condition becomes, or this expression becomes false? Definitely number 1 is highest if this condition becomes true. If this condition becomes true. Here, if this condition becomes false, then who will be the highest? Definitely number 3 will be highest. Definitely number 3 will be highest. So let me write here, number 3 is highest. Number 3 is highest. Number 3 is highest. So let me go to outer else. So here I want to check for other two. Here I checked for number 1 and number 2. What if number 2 is highest? So control will jump into else block. Again in the else block, I have to check if number 2 is greater than or not. So here NO2 is greater than NO3, number 3. So here let me write if else. So what should I do here? Number 2 is greatest. Number 2 is greatest. Number 2 is greatest. So let me write here else block of this inner if. So here I can write here number 3 is greatest. number 3 is greatest or highest, you can call. Okay guys, so this is the logic. So let me explain the logic once again. Here first of all I'm trying to check number 1 with number 2. Suppose in first case I entered first I entered here 10, second I entered 20, and third case I entered 30. Okay, fine. So number 1 contains 10, number 2 contains 20, and number 3 contains 30, right? Now here is 10 is greater than 20. Is 10 is greater than 20? True or false? Then this expression will be false. This expression is false. So what will happen? Control will not jump into if block. Control will not enter into if block. Control will jump into else block. So control will jump into else block. So in the else block, again I am trying to compare. What I am trying to compare? So here, if what is the number? Here 20. Is 20 is greater than 30? Is 20 is greater than 30? True or false? Again it becomes false. Again it becomes false. So what is the false of this if? This else. Then you will get the output as a, this statement will execute. This statement will execute. The output will be number 3 is highest. So this statement will execute, or this line of code will execute, guys. This is case 1. This is case 1. Now I'm going for one more case. This is case 1. I hope case 1 is clear. Okay guys, now we'll go for, let me go for one different case. Suppose if I enter here number 1 is 20, number 2 is 10, and number 3 is, suppose here, okay, keep as it is 30. 20, 10 and 30. 20, 10 and 30. So if you come here, is 20 is greater than 10? True or false? Yes, absolutely true. 20 is greater than 10. 20 is greater than 10, right? So control will jump into first outer if block. What outer if block contains? One more if else. So control comes here. So in these statements, what is number 1? Number 1 is 20. Number 2 is 30, right? So 20 is greater than 30. True or false? True or false, guys? So absolutely it's a false. So what false? False means control will jump to the else block. What else block contains? Number 3 is highest. What number 3 is? So number 3 is 30 is highest. You will get output is a, this line will execute, and you will get output as a number 3 is highest. Okay guys, so this is second case. Let me go for one more case.